Rangers have a busy few months ahead of them. With the takeover set to be completed in June and a permanent replacement to Clement needed, get ready for a huge summer. In today's video, we have some huge Rangers news as the Ibrox club looks set to complete a deal ahead of the upcoming transfer window. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Nicklas Raskin has been a standout for Rangers this season, and is now being viewed as a Belgium star of the future, rivaling an EPL duo for an international spot. The diminutive midfielder earned himself a place in the midfield of the PFA Scotland Team of the Year after a starring role in the Rangers midfield throughout the campaign. He also earned a maiden call-up to his international side for the Nations League playoff against Ukraine. His first cap came as a 10-minute cameo in a 3-1 first leg defeat, but he then stole the show as the Red Devils turned it around with a 3-0 second leg victory. Raskin is now a prized asset with reported interest from England and further afield. If sold now or in the future, Rangers would surely make a significant profit on the £1.5 million plus bonuses they paid to Standard Liège. Becoming an international will have certainly helped with the valuation, and Belgian boss Rudy Garcia feels like he has won a watch with the emergence of the 24-year-old. Speaking on PicX Plus Sports about his midfield options, he said, "I have Yuri Tielemans, I have Amadou Onana, and who do I have behind?" When you see Raskin's match in the return leg against Ukraine, you tell yourself that we've won a midfielder for the future. Because Nico has shown that he's able to be aggressive, defensive, win duels. He's able to propose himself because he likes to come search the balls. He played almost 100 balls during the game with more than 90% pass accuracy while playing forward, because it's easy to have 9% pass accuracy when you only play backwards. Garcia has also explained his annoyance around another young Belgian midfield talent, Chelsea's Romeo Lavia. He said, "I'm being told from everywhere that Lavia has talent. For now, he's injured a lot. He finally played 2 matches with Chelsea. I almost started getting annoyed telling my medical staff, if Chelsea isn't able to make him fit, we'd have to make him come to us to see what's the problem with a boy so young that's often injured." Now, Rangers look set to complete a deal ahead of the transfer window as Everton's backroom overhaul is gathering pace, as another senior figure prepares to head for the exit door in the wake of the Freaking Group's takeover. According to The Athletic, head of recruitment Dan Purdy is poised to become the latest high-profile departure. His expected exit follows the confirmed move of former sporting director Kevin Thelwell, who has taken up the same role at Rangers after TFG opted not to renew his contract at Goodison Park. As the dust settles from these significant changes, Everton and their new ownership remain tight-lipped about the future shape of the club's recruitment department. Former Everton CEO Keith Wyness, who now advises top-tier clubs through his football consultancy, revealed that Purdy could be set to reunite with Thelwell at Ibrox for the 2025-26 season. Wyness described Purdy's likely departure as a disappointment and highlighted the importance of his role during a turbulent era for the club. "This is a bit of a disappointment, to be honest," Wyness admitted. "Purdy was one of those they wanted to retain as part of the new structure. It would have been a valuable thread of continuity." Wyness pointed to Purdy's key role in helping Thelwell bring in vital signings like Amadou Onana, James Garner, Iliman Ndiaye, and Carlos Alcaraz, players who arrived during a challenging period marred by ownership uncertainty. "Those are good players brought in at a crucial time," Wyness said. "I think Everton genuinely wanted to keep him. He'd been there for 9 or 10 years, steadily rising through the ranks." Purdy, who first joined the club in 2014 as a match analyst, climbed the ladder to chief scout before earning the title of head of recruitment in 2022. Now, with the prospect of following Thelwell north of the border looming, Wyness believes Everton could be on the verge of losing a valuable asset. If he does go to Rangers, that would be a real blow for Everton, he concluded. In other news, Dave King says there was interest from Saudi Arabia in Rangers before 49ers Enterprises and Andrew Kavanagh got involved. The South Africa-based businessman is prepared to sell his shares in the club he was once chairman of to facilitate a takeover. The 49ers and Kavanagh are set to take control at Ibrox by the middle of next month, although King has revealed that there was interest from elsewhere. He said, "The fact that Rangers had fallen so far behind following 55, I just felt the gap was too big to bridge looking at local investment from the directors. I started a project at that time to see if I could try and find someone who I could bring in, who was substantial, who could take the club forward and not only had a football plan, but with a financial plan behind it as well. Someone with deeper pockets, someone with sustainability in terms of funding. I was talking to the Saudis at that time, then I got a call round about October from Paul Murray. He said, 'Look Dave, I'm aware you're trying to find investors, I've got these guys and I think they're the real deal.' He then put me in touch with Andrew, we chatted, had a couple of initial meetings, and then I asked him the one question, which is when a lot of these things fall apart, which is, can you give me proof of funds? Before I take this forward, engage with other shareholders and board members. Can you give me proof of funds that you have the cash to not only buy out the existing weak shareholders we'd like to get out, but also enough to put new money into the club?" It was only after they'd satisfied me through their bankers. I'm not going to disclose the figure, but the amount of money was very, very substantial. It was the amount of money I thought was needed, not only to get this deal done, but to fund the club for the next 2 years and to bridge what I see to be the gap between us and our competition at the moment. Once they provided the proof of funds, we then started serious negotiations with other shareholders and directors to see if they could package something that would allow them to come in and take control. Finally, Rangers could be set to rack up £3.5 million in transfer fees for 2 players this summer, according to a report. Ben Davies and Kieran Dowell have spent time on loan at Birmingham City in League One this season. They helped the big spending Blues on their way to a record points total of 111 as they cruise to the title as part of their promotion to the Championship. It has been rumoured for some time that Birmingham were interested in turning the loans into permanent transfers this summer. And Birmingham World reports that the Midlands club could buy both players from Rangers for a combined £3.5 million. The report states that talks have been held about permanent deals for both players, who will enter the final 12 months of their contracts at Ibrox as of July. Dowell joined on loan in January, contributing 5 goals and 5 assists in 22 appearances. Meanwhile, Davies has been a mainstay in defence for Chris Davies' men, featuring 44 times since last summer. Scott Wright is another former Rangers player on Birmingham's books. However, he joined on a permanent deal after his £300,000 move last year. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.